Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2. It's Germany, we just won a big war against Russia, took 2 states from them, but we are at 23 infamy and thus can't do anything else. They got a bunch of, communists. Interesting. We'll see how that works out. Now, we have discovered some junk. This is not what I want. Navies. We can't build dreadnoughts yet because we need steam turbine ships, and that's what I've been waiting for to finish off my navy. As you can see, I can build basically twice as many ships as I have now, but there isn't any reason to do it now, since, well, I can just build some ships that are better in, well, a little while. And I should have all the ports up by then. There's a level 5 naval base. There's one that I thought might be... yeah, this one needs to be up too. Let's go through and make sure all my naval bases are up where they should be. This is pretty far behind here. I haven't owned that for as long as the other ones. Alright, and I know I need to upgrade some of the ones in Africa and stuff. Venice, apparently. In any case, well, as last time, I basically just have to wait. Oh, that one is already upgraded. There's not much I can do right now, because I don't have any leeway for infamy. And right now, avoiding war is probably my best option in avoiding any infamy gain. Although I'll say that I won't lose prestige for it. I don't think that'll matter. Now, we've got Finland, or Sweden pulling dudes out of our sphere. I'm fine with that. Finland, I believe we have a lockdown on with Russia, at least, for quite a while. And these guys, I guess I'm working on them too. As I said before, I'm not too concerned if they were to, say, take them out of my sphere, in that these guys are my allies. So they can't form Scandinavia because I own some of the provinces they need for that, and I'm pretty sure that means they can't do it. Although it does mean that I can't move in there to take out some of the rebels if that happens. There's not much else I can do. So, since the Ottomans have fallen down pretty far, I can pretty easily, well, not easily, I'm noticing Russia here has friendly and 50 points already with Serbia. So that's going to become a problem here soon. I should have worked on that earlier. Montenegro's already in there sphere. Europe is slowly, I suppose, falling out of my influence because a lot of them are becoming great powers, and basically meaning if they were, say, people in Asia, China and Japan, then it would have been much easier to maintain my stuff where they are. But since there are new great powers around, and the Ottomans, who typically go for the Middle East rather than Europe, aside from their, what are they called? Aside from their puppets, we don't have that kind of luxury. In fact, 3 of the great powers were our former minions. We're still allied with them, though, which is good, and we need to keep looking to make sure none of the others are going to rise up to that point. Although it looks like, if I were to look at the scores, we don't have to worry about that. Papal states are the closest, but they're not even that close. Looks like China's going to rise up above somebody. Sweden. And thus I will have somebody else that I need to put back into my sphere, so I don't need to worry about Denmark and Iceland so much. I don't know why Iceland owns that. In any case, though, we're in a pretty good spot. I'm not building any troops. Hejaz goes bankrupt. Not really much I can do about that. I don't even want repayment. I don't care. Building a lot of steel, apparently. It's nice. The Netherlands broke their alliance with the United Kingdom. Got Bachar as a core. So yeah, in the case of these guys, I don't think I can go anymore. I think it would take far too long to take the rest of their stuff. That would allow me to do that. Looks like we got some communist rebels. Most of them are in places we already have troops either nearby or are currently occupying. Where else? There, that's fine. Now, I said before I was going to try to maintain my sphere, but I think in this case it's okay if people kind of drift out. And I've had to change my plans a few times about what I want to do as far as... oh, that's nasty looking. Okay, let's clean that up first. The rest of them are fine. I'll get some down here in Africa. Like, for example, I wanted to take out Poland. I wanted to remove them from England's sphere and sphere them myself, and before I wanted to take the at least one of the states that they own, this one, but it was pulled out of Russia before I could do that. And, well, the best laid plans, etc., were not able to be fulfilled because of not outside influences of the game, but basically influences that I could not, in fact, control. At least any more than I already have. Alright. Just let this complete. I'm going too fast right now, but it's alright. Actually, I'm only on 3. Ooh, tank experiments. So now we can build armor, assuming I have tank factories, which you don't. So, where do I have lots of unemployed workers? Venice and Saxony. Alright. So let's build a tank factory here. And I believe I'm building a bunch of factories in Venice. But let's also build a tank factory here. We won't need that many. Anywhere else? I have a lot of unemployed workers. Transdanubia is getting a lot of upgrades. What about Tyrol? Does Tyrol have any? I suppose it doesn't really matter. I could just look for places that have full factories. This place has a lot of factories. It also has cars. So we'll build 3. And that's fine. Okay. Not too scared of this situation. How bad is this? I can't really see. I killed a lot of their troops. Not most of it, though. So, it's hard to tell exactly how things are doing on that front. Okay, let's go ahead and move this guy to one of the places I'm building a tank factory in. How about Tyrol? This Tyrol. So let's just encourage craftsmen there. And then I can focus that. Sardinia, Piedmont. I don't really have to worry about them very much. I don't really care about my Middle Eastern sphere. I have domestic oil sources. At least one that I know of. I wish there was a way of diplomatically annexing, I suppose, things. Diplomatic mission under siege. News reaches us from Abu Dhabi that the local ruling elites have thrown our ambassador out of the country and that their troops are laying siege to our embassy with the apparent intent to enforce that decision. This affair is developing an enormous loss of international face, one of which can only be avoided through formal declaration of war against Abu Dhabi. So how shall we respond? I guess we declare war on them. Look, bro. We've been over this. And my allies probably won't like this war, but it'll be over pretty quickly. Especially coupled with my high infamy. I should have killed them when I had the chance, but, you know, whatever. Going over the infamy limit, even as Super Germany, is not all that good of an idea. Oh, Dana broke their alliance with us. Whatever. You're still in my sphere. I don't care. Everybody break your alliance with me. It's not gonna matter. Hey, buddy. That's right. Okay, now we need to wait until we can discover dreadnoughts. We have 7%. We don't have naval logistics. Should I pick that up? I think there's more important things to pick up. Like... Well, educational efficiency is largely unimportant at this point. Let's get this stuff. This industry stuff that we have a bonus to. Huge bonus to. We'll discover that stuff about boats later. Alright, y'all want to be my allies again? Apparently they didn't like... I declared war on people. All these stupid little one-province miners trying to get mad at me when I declare war on people. You jerks. You jerks! Anybody else who broke their alliance with me will probably come back. Okay, so... is this a good... yeah. They're not even asking for this crap anymore. So, what do people want? People want unemployment subsidies once again. So I've maxed out healthcare. That's good. Well, I suppose... and the heightened immigrant attraction is always good. Don't know how well the socialists are going to fare in the next election. That doesn't really matter. If we get the conservatives in power, that would be just as good. Oh, right. I own some of their cores. Never mind. How does Spain feel about us? I was at war with them. But they'll actually accept an alliance with me. Sure, whatever. Anybody in Europe I can be allied with is a good idea. Sweden has fallen in status. Let's get Sweden back in our sphere. If we can. Cuba has declared independence. Interesting. Huh. That removes Spain's cores and everything. So, the Philippines have already declared independence. They still have these over here. Well, Australia's starting to colonize. That's cool. So they just have Puerto Rico left in the New World. And part of Morocco, I guess. So these will be ready in 1904. That's alright. We won't be at war until then. Oh, Finland's got a big army. I think Sweden's army all died in that war. That's okay. Really, I think we're in a position that I can do whatever I want. And I'd probably still win. I could probably break my alliance with everybody and still beat almost everyone in a war. With the exception of on the sea. I can't beat the United Kingdom on the sea. As a matter of fact, I'd probably have trouble... Ooh, looks like the glorious socialist revolution is spreading to Spain, as all of their dudes are gone for some reason. Oh, it looks like it's gone in Russia. Other than England on the sea, I don't think I have much to worry about. So I've got to maintain my alliance with England. For example, it'd be very difficult for me to get this island because of this fleet right here. Once I can build a shitload of dreadnoughts... Ooh. War in South America. Then I could theoretically do it, but I still think I'd rather still take chunks off of France and Russia. And I'm thinking maybe it's not a bad idea to, since the Ottomans are being jerks, breaking their alliance with us, we might want to go after them. Since they won't ally with me. Given an opportunity to, I certainly would declare war on Switzerland. I think. But who knows whether that opportunity will arise. Nordrhein. What? Whoa. Whoa. So, I never really looked at this stuff. Honestly, I wish this stuff meant more, but whatever. We'll actually build another tank factory here. And upgrade the steel factory and this factory. Bavaria has a lot of people who are out of work. This is the downside of... What is this? Cement. That's always profitable. This is the downside of having a socialist government, or even state capitalism style government, in that you have to micromanage your factories. Bread queues. I just want some bread. I've been standing here for 4 hours now. I don't think they have any bread. The queues have been seen snaking for blocks and blocks again. The government-controlled food supplies have been having trouble coming into one of our provinces on account of inefficiencies and bureaucratic staleness. Get it? Staleness? Bread? In the transport and logistics departments. It is very clear that locals expect us in the central government to act and do something about it. Now, this hasn't been a problem ever until now that we're socialists. Suddenly we're having bread problems. Whatever. You can insist that there is no problem. And all poor strata gain 2 militancy. Blame the bureaucrats. Bureaucrats gain 4 militancy. Or send military relief and I lose 15 canned food. Let's see what my stockpile of canned food is. Canned food. See, I produce 180. I have 72% of the world's production of canned food. I don't think I have any problem with this. They're ridiculous. Ridiculous. Whatever. It should be like, if you have a certain amount of this, then you shouldn't do that. Whatever, I'm just gonna let it go. Alright, Luca. I'm not even paying attention to Luca anymore. Who the hell is even Luca? This. Whatever, you can go. Actually, I'm still friendly with him, right? Well, I think it's probably a good idea, too. At least put more points into it. Let's get electric furnace. Shift work is an efficiency thing. It's not really that important. Hit evaluation reports. Only we've discovered... Shit. Nope. I haven't discovered dreadnoughts yet. So who's this on? United Kingdom. Well, that's bad. Give me some jingos. Honestly, I can't get CBs on anybody for France and them. Shall we host a World's Fair? A delegation representing the leading commercial and manufacturing interests in our nation have proposed holding a World's Fair in a capital. Holding such an event would provide an excellent opportunity to showcase our economic capabilities and technological expertise to the rest of the world, and would significantly help our exports by popularizing our goods on the world stage. Should we provide support for this idea? Yeah. Do it. Oh, Chinese declared war on Manchuria. Hey. Is Russia going to intervene? Nope. Nope. They're doomed. Oh, I guess they are. Okay. Welp. That would be a good time to declare war on Russia. Help China out. I'm unlikely... Ooh, 25 prestige. Let's not do that. Oh, we get a core on some stuff in Dutchland over here. So I don't have a core on this or this, but I have cores on the rest of the Dutch stuff. Okay. I'd rather have consciousness than militancy. As a matter of fact, I'd like to have both as high as I can. Not as high as I can, but high enough to get some stuff. No, Reinhard Onderspee or whatever his name was. Boo. Luca. Yeah, if I just add them to my sphere again, then it'll be pretty easy. Huh. No. What are you, stupid? I just took 2 states from you, Russia. What the hell do you think's gonna happen? Unfortunately, I don't think I can actually rip any more pieces out of them, with the exception of some stuff down here. Well, there's no Kazakhstan or anything like that. There's Georgia. Can do that. And like Azerbaijan, Armenia, all that stuff. I'd only really want to do that if I get the Turks in on my side, but they're not going to be on my side because they're jerks. Turks are jerks. Nice. Now we have a truce with Russia until probably... Oh, there you go. War of the Pacific. Pretty historical outcome. 1906. The question of whether we'll actually have any kind of good infamy by that point is a matter of... I suppose whether we get any bad events for it. So we got Finland locked down, Iceland locked down, Denmark locked down, because, well, because Sweden disappeared, I guess. If I could get 2 Sicilies on my bad side, if I took out their prestige... You know, I'm thinking about this. It's kind of stupid that I'm thinking about this, because there's no real reason to knock these guys down a peg. But if I were to get rid of all of their prestige, that would put them at, like, 470 something. So they're currently number 5. 511, 500. So they would still be number 8. So there isn't any reason to do that. Because killing their prestige won't do a whole lot. Switzerland is backing the Ottoman Empire. Was anybody else going to do anything? I don't want to back Greece. We are interested in this crisis. Well, we will wait until our other friends decide to join. Let's get indirect artillery fire. Actually, no. Let's get mass politics. We can get another thing and unlock some stuff if I wanted to. Humiliate the Chinese Empire. Well, there you go, China. Back down the ladder. This is exactly what you don't want to have happen. Oh, that's really awesome. If you are playing a China. Poland's got a big army. I say with 100 times their numbers on their border. Go socialism. Ooh, socialism. Ooh. Oh, okay. It didn't tell me that. So we're on the side of Switzerland and United Kingdom. I'm not going to back France, certainly. Red shirts. Let's go take care of this while we still can. Before we get kicked out. That's right. Get on my face! Wait, did I just get removed from their sphere again? Maybe it was Parma? I'm confused. Did they ban my embassy or something? Yeah, whatever. Seems to not be giving me messages for this stuff. Tensions edged. Do I care about edged? It's only 5 prestige. One infamy. One infamy sucks. You know what? I don't care. Still in my sphere. I don't care about 5 infamy. I'll get that in 2 battles or something like that. Let's go ahead and find dudes I need to get some relations with. Always keep my #1 bro up. You can be friends with China, whatever. And I already at 200 with all these guys. Poland could use a little bit of a diplomizing. Oh shit, I actually have the highest relations here. That would be something of a diplomatic coup right there. Well, Sweden is definitely a much better ally. Broke their alliance with us. Why? Dicks. Others for later. Okay, so they're in England right now. It's cool. Still on our side, nominally. Okay, I'm losing this. There's nothing I can do. I might as well just let it go. Sorry, Luca. Looks like we're gonna see Italy form, probably. Then I'm gonna have to kill them. So what do people want? This isn't what I'm looking for. Maximum work hours. Okay. Sure. Whatever. Look how much money I'm making. Okay, I can't take my taxes all the way down that far, but go to 77% taxes and not have any problems. That's obviously a stupid idea, though. Just tax them all the way. I don't even think that affects militancy at all, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. You would think it would. Okay. Ooh. Looks like Russia burned down their capital. What are you doing, Japan? Do something. You know what? I could just leave Poland alone. If Russia puts them in their sphere, then when I go to war with Russia, I can actually take this state off of Poland. Yeah. Make my borders look a little better. Maybe this state from Poland, this state from Russia. Yeah, man. Sounds like a cool idea.